Hello YouTube. So recently I've been getting quite a lot of questions on how I make my sticker sets. So I thought I'd just make a tutorial on how I make them. So the two main pieces of software that I use are Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, and Adobe Illustrator. The reason why I use both Photoshop and Illustrator is because I find that creating the base, so doing all the paint work, is easy in Illustrator. And then when it comes to adding sponsors, images, logos, anything else, that's much easier in Photoshop. But if you only have Photoshop, this you can still work on Photoshop perfectly well. It's just a quality of life thing, essentially. So the first thing you want to do is install NVIDIA texture tools for Adobe Photoshop. This piece of software is critical in creating sticker sets. You need it to save the files and also view it in NifSkope. So install this to the plugins folder of wherever you've installed Photoshop. I've already done it, so just I won't do it again. So yeah, just install that into Photoshop. And to check if it's installed correctly, go to Photoshop and yeah. Okay, so to check if it's actually installed, go into Help, About Plugins, and it should be here, NVIDIA Texture Tools, and another one here. So these are installed correctly. So, how do we find a car, and how do we get the mesh to design on? So you want to go back into the sticker creator files and go to car search, and then there should be two files, one called player. This is where all the car models are located. So if I click on any random one, this is the Fondo. I guess this is the body kit for the Fondo. So this is where all the models are located. This is what you will use to see your work on, essentially. Let me find a better one. Oh, that's also not great. This one? Okay, there we go. So yeah. The other file is the vehicle list. So if you have any spreadsheet software using that's perfectly fine. If not, then you can open it with Notepad. Okay, so this is where you will locate all the files that you will look at all the cars that you want. So, for example, I'm going to sticker the Genius. So you want to locate the Genius. Press Ctrl F and type in Genius. Okay, cannot find. And then go so this is direction up, go direction down. And then it should be there, see? So this is the Genius. You only want to copy this code here. Do not copy it with the .nif. Copying it with the .nif won't search properly. So go back into the player folder and just paste this in. Okay, so here you see there are loads of different files. What you want to look for are the B01, B02, 3 and 4. There are 4 versions because there are 4 error kits in the game for the Genius, I think. But yeah, ignore everything else. B is the one you want to look for. I'm guessing because it stands for body. So yeah, so this is the original kit, the base kit. I'm guessing this is the Go Hojo kit. This is the Acura kit, and this is the G-Coin kit that Nitro made. So let's say you want to sticker the Go Hojo kit. This is what it looks like. It's missing the hood at the moment because they made custom hoods for it, for the Genius with the lights, I think. So I think these are the lights. So yeah, this is the normal version. This is the I'm guessing the non-pop-up version, and this is the pop-up version. Yeah. If you do come across a model like this, open it up, find the light that you want. So let's say I choose this light. Okay. Click on the node here and Control C and close it. Then click on the body and Control V. Or not. Control V here. Click on the node here and just copy and paste it in, and it should just show up like this. So once you've gotten everything that you need to actually extract the mesh and get the template, just click on the body and then right click, texture, and export template. Okay, make sure the size is set to 2048. This is the size that I use. Some people use 1024. I don't really see much of a difference, to be honest. Chord set to 0 and wrap to wrap. And then click File and create a new file called Genius. And then save it as Genius. Okay. Now, because the lights here are different, it's not part of the original body, you want to do the same for the lights. Most vehicles, you won't need to do this. It's only these custom body kits, body kit vehicles that Nitro made or the dev team made, that you will have to do this on. So export the lights as well, same specifications, just call it lights. Okay, so you can close this, copy this. So copy the body into the folder as well, Genius. And then the light, which was 01 for me, so copy that into the same folder. Oops, copy and paste. There you go. Okay, close out everything. So now you want to grab the mesh. So open the body, so which is just the Genius TGA, open that in Photoshop. And it should look something like this. Okay. Then you want to open the lights as well. Just drag it in. Don't mess with the sizing or, rotate it or anything, because that will mess up how it will view on the actual NifSkope model. So just leave it as it is. And yeah. So just hide that for now, and then go into the base here. Press Control and click on it, and then copy it. So Control C, delete it, and then paint your canvas black. Now you want to click on the mask tool. So click on the mask, press Alt and left click on this white canvas here, and then paste the mesh in. After that, you want to invert this layer. So you can either press Control I to invert, or go to Image, Adjustment, and Invert, which is Control I as well. So do that, and then get rid of this here, and then there you go. You have a transparent mesh that you can start designing on. Yeah, so now you want to do the same thing with the light. So same process. If it has this next to it, this save symbol or paper symbol, right click and rasterize the layer. Okay, so once you've done that, do the same process. So Control, left click, copy, delete it, get the paint bucket, cover the canvas black, press Alt, left click, mask it, first. Alt left click on the white, and paste it. Then Alt left click again, and then Control I. There you go. It's now inverted. So just delete this layer. Apply the mask. Yep, and there you go. So now, if you unhide the base layer, you can see that the lights fit exactly to the base layer. Exact how it's supposed to, how it shows up on the NifSkope model. So that's why you don't mess around with the sizing of the mesh. Okay, once you've done that, now you want to start designing. So from here, I would just export this mesh, just so you have it for later. Export it as a transparent PNG. Don't change anything here, just keep it all the same. And then export into the Genius folder. Just name it Genius Mesh, whatever. I'll just name it Genius. Okay. So from here, I would open this up, this genius.png. I would open it up in Illustrator. And this is where I would start designing the base, the paint. So, wait for this to load. Okay, so now that's in Illustrator, once again, do not mess with the sizing of the mesh. Just click off it and then click on the canvas, the artboard tool here, and double click on the artboard, which should expand it to the size of the mesh, and click OK. There you have it. So this is where I would start to name this mesh, lock that, and then create a base layer under it. So say you have you want a sticker set that's predominantly black, you create a new swatch, and then say this is black. Say you want your sticker set to be mainly black, this is what I would do. Like this. So this would be the base, and you create another layer, call it side or left, because this is the left side, the right side. Usually you want to, when making stickers, you want to create on the left side and then flip it for the right side later. So design on one side and then flip it over, so you don't have to do double the work essentially. So when designing, just find inspiration online, or just do whatever you want essentially. So yeah, that's how I set up my document. It's the same process in Photoshop. I'll show you here actually. So if you don't have Illustrator, what I would do is I would merge down these layers, so they're all on one layer. Name this mesh. Name one layer base. So say you wanted the same color, same dark gray, and just paint this mesh. Paint the underlayer mesh. Paint the base layer dark gray. After that, so you want to lock this and lock this. So when you move the mouse, it doesn't move the canvas or the image. Create a new layer. Push this in the middle and type in left. Now you can design on the side without disrupting, the template here or the base layer. So paintbrush, and then say you just want to do a simple design like this. Yeah. Okay. Now say you've created this design and you want to see how it looks on the model, on the NifSkope model. So what you want to do is go back into the Genius folder, or the folder that you created, and open up the Genius body like this on NifSkope. Okay. Once you do that, hide this mesh layer, and then you want to go to File, save a copy, and save this as a target file, because that's the only type of file that NifSkope recognizes for these car models. So save it as a target, TGA, and you can either save it as, overwrite one of these, or just save a new copy. I'm going to save a new copy, and then 32 bits, and then go back into your model. So what you want to do here is click on the body, go into, it should automatically show, lead you to this area here once you click on it for the first time. Expand this layer, and then go to texturing property. This is where you'll texture the car, so texturing property. So expand this here, and then you see this purple icon, click that. Once you click that, find the file that you just saved, so Genius copy, and open it, and there you go. Should show up on the car. It might be a bit dark for some models, so go into the body, and then just increase the brightness, because this white should be pure white, not grey, like here. Just increase the brightness until it matches the colors, the same colors here. So yeah, obviously the hood, the lights are missing here. So yeah, say you design on the lights as well. So I'll do a small red dot on these lights. Okay, so here and here, and obviously it's not showing up on the model. Go into the Genius folder and open up the light folder that you have here. Copy it, so copy the node, and then click on the node and just paste the hood in, paste the lights in. And then same thing, same deal, just click on it, expand it, texturing property, and then the purple icon once again, then Genius copy. Oh, I didn't save it, my bad. So export, save a copy, nope, save a copy, Genius copy, and then go back, and there you go, it should pop up. Yeah, well, the colors are different once again because the body is a weird grey color, so just increase it so it's the same. And yeah, there you go. That's how you view textures on a car model in NifSkope. Once you create a set, it should look something like this. So this is the mesh here. You can see the black outline, and then all the work that I've done on the sides. Just looks something like this. Just unhide the mesh, and then export the entire thing as a PNG, transparent PNG. Yep. And then once you've done that, it should show up like this, just as a normal flat image. Okay. Once that is done, drag this into Photoshop. So open with Photoshop. Okay. Now, how do you cut it? How do you let's let's see. So go into Genius Mesh, get your mesh lines so you know where to cut. The reason why you want to save as a PNG first is because all these layers are on separate layers. So everything here, you want it all to merge together into one big image essentially, not loads of small layers. So one big image, so you can edit, cut, etc. on. It just makes life a lot easier. So what you want to do is get to your mesh, back in. Okay. Just so you know where the outlines are. Okay. Then grab a new guide. So if you don't have a ruler here, so say this is what your Photoshop looks like. Press Ctrl R and you'll see a ruler pop up. From the ruler, just click and drag a line here, and yeah, just do that to the hood, so that's the top. Obviously, try to get as close as possible, but not too close, as you don't want to lose any detail on the final set. So just do that for every single aspect of your set. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, and here. There and there. Looks just about right. And then, oops. There and there. Okay, so using these guides, you will grab the rectangular tool and just cut. So highlight, copy, new, and paste it. Same process, just go to the halfway line, copy, new, create, and paste. And they have one side. Okay? So export that as a PNG. So export as PNG. And there's your first half of your left side. Same thing. Highlight this. And paste this. This is the second half of your left side. Like this. And export. Same process. So yeah, and then you should end up with something that looks like this. So left side, right side, the hood, top, back, front bumper, left bumper, etc. So yeah, once you've done that, just upload it to the game and there you go, you've finished.